Let's talk with Yolanda. How you doing today? Today, I would like to talk about anxiety. Anxiety part two. Um, how do you work through it? How do you work through anxiety? Okay. Today, I would like to talk about it. Yes, I have PowerPoints again. I have PowerPoints because of the fact that I don't want to forget to say anything that I would like to say on this topic with you. So today we're talking about anxiety part two, separation, assessing and ranking your fears. Yes, we talked about that. We talked about fears and stressors. And today, I want to bring to you solutions, be solution focused. I want to talk about problem solving and defense mechanisms of how do you work through anxiety. Talking about today affirmations, whether you use candles, whether you use a form someone suggested of yoga, whether you do the hot chair yoga or just meditate, do something to come out of being stuck, because anxiety can have you stuck. It can have you stuck in a place and in a time, okay? Let's talk about common physical reactions driven by social or separation anxiety. Anxiety come under so many forms. It comes under separation anxiety comes like if you had a loved one and if that loved one was incarcerated, if you had a loved one and a loved one passed away, if you had a friend and no longer have the friendship, if you were a two household and became a one household, if you lost your employment, if you have medical issues that the fear will not let you go and have the things done that you need to have done, whether you are isolating in a room or afraid to go outside. Let's talk, people. Let's talk. Let's talk about that increasing heart rate, nausea, upset stomach, blushing. Sometimes your skin change colors and you're not aware of it. Something may be wrong. Maybe something worth looking into. It's something that's going on. Whether your muscles ache, tension, irritable bowels, diarrhea, shaking of the body, something is wrong. But it's up to you to identify what is going on so that you can fix the problem, okay? Because it is a problem. It's a problem, whether it's a small problem or a large problem, it's a problem. And you want to be able to identify it. And again, on that scale of 1 to 10, whether it's mild, whether it's moderate, severe, extreme, you want to know where you are, okay? Behavior definition, avoidance is a big one. Avoiding a situation that can require a degree of interpersonal contact. You know that, people, sometimes you don't want to be bothered, but it's a difference in wanting to be bothered, or I don't like people, I don't want to be in crowds, I don't want to be around different people I don't know. It's a difference from social distancing, and it's a difference from the pandemic that's going on and the fact that I just want to stay closed up and I don't want people to get too close. Reluctance involving in social situations out of fear, or saying or doing something foolish, or just becoming emotional in front of other people because I don't want people to know something's going on with me because my emotions might kind of get the best of me and I don't want that part to come out. Increasing heart rate, sweating, dry mouth, tension, shakiness, social situations, just not letting go, and also getting heart palpitations. Heart palpitations, that fight or flight? Or is it that you got the heart palpitations because of the situation that you were in? Let's talk about it, people. Let's identify the history and the nature of where the fears and the phobias come from, or the anxiety comes from. Let's find out. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about a social network. Let's talk about whether it's your friends, whether it's your family, getting a social network so that you don't suppress your feelings and you can do something about it, okay? Let's talk about children. Children go through a social anxiety. They go through a separation. Right now with this virtual learning, let's talk about it. They may have been used to sitting in a classroom, and now they're sitting at the table. You may have had 5 different roles, but now the teacher is added to the role, okay? It's anxiety. Just virtual learning itself, is something different. Overgeneralizing or overthinking. You know how we all do that? Oh, it may be this, or it may be that, or it may be this, when it may not be any of the above. Sometimes we got to just sit back and chill out and just say, you know what? All of this don't belong to me, and I'm taking on way more than what I should, okay? Verbally describe the defense mechanism used to avoid close relationships, because everybody needs somebody, whether or not you need them to be that social support, whether you need them so that you do not have to suppress your feelings, whether you just need them to notice different things about you that you may not know or be willing to know, okay? Identifying defense mechanisms that keep others distant and prevent them from developing trusting relationship. Identifying ways to minimize the defense. Sometimes we're on a defense and we chase others away, but sometimes understanding our own self and what alters our behaviors will allow us to trust not only ourselves, but trust others. Give ourselves permission to trust and trust others, okay? Wrapping this up, just giving some different examples about being present with yourself, being centered with yourself, okay? Choosing to work on your issues, whether it's one. If you had 5, maybe you want to work on one. Get that down pat. You don't have to work on all of them at one time, but at least attempt to work on it, okay? Bring attention to the focal point. Give a general invitation to allow yourself to feel yourself and see what is going on, okay? Read a book. Do something different. Get to know yourself. Get to know when your body is changing and something is wrong. This can be seen as a cultural moment. We can and will all get through this, but we got to help each other. I chose today to bring this quote to you because I thought it was profound. I thought it was great for the topic. It says, "I am not what has happened to me. I am what I choose to become." Carl Jung. Yes. Okay. However, before we go, I'm going to show you a couple things. I also brought different things today because, color coding is important. I brought some different markers. I brought the markers because you may want to, today I show you my scheduling book, because today you may want to say whether you was on a scale from 1 to 10, and last week you might have been on a scale of severe, but before it got too extreme, it became mild. You want to write that down. And then you may want to go back today and see where you are today. I chose, and color code. Color code from what's your best color, what's your least color, so you can know the importance and the severity of it. I also chose these. I chose these because I found this one on sale for $2, but I thought it was really cute. This can go in your purse. This can go in your pocket. You may go in the store and you may say, no, I don't like to write. I don't like to draw. I don't want to sing. I don't want to do anything. But you may go in the store and it may be a book, and the book may appeal to you. And you may say, you know what? Let me get that book because I might want to write something in that book, so that you can compare and contrast what is going on, what's going on with you, okay? Because sometimes you know better what's going on with you than anybody else. I thank you very much for having this time to be able to share with you. If you can use it, use it. If you can't, pass it on. If you would like to share it with someone, share it, okay? It takes a village, people. We are the village. Let's help each other. We have enough to go around with this pandemic. Everybody has anxiety to some extent. It's what you do with it. Whether you control it or it controls you. Open the curtains, let some light come in, okay? Go to the door. Attempt to get some air on your skin, all right? I thank you for this platform. I thank you for joining in. God's will, I'll be back on Friday to bring Anxiety 3, Part 3. I would like to say have a beautiful day. Love yourself. Love your neighbor. Dios te bendiga. Gracias. Until the next time that we meet. See you later.